Hey folks, it's Lindsey Huddleston with SPS back in the building over at the house that Lofton Green built in the Lofton C. Green Gymnasium at Rouge High School. Always great to be in the Panthers' home. With that being said, I'm here to interview the new head basketball coach, Coach Joe Carr. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Good. Hey, good to see you too. Congratulations on your new role. I mean, no pressure coming in. You got banners going back to what, to the 50s?
Yeah.
All the way till now. And I know this Rouge community, they want their success in their program. So talk about this new experience for you.
Well, the great thing about being here is they expect to win, and so do I. I come from a state championship pedigree, and I just want to continue in that mode, and hopefully I can deliver on a state championship promise here now that I'm at Rouge High School.
That's great. For those who are just getting the news or getting to know who you are, talk about your background. I know that you're really strong in the skill development piece and whatnot. I was just talking to Keyshawn Fisher just a second ago, and he was talking about you guys that came up doing that together. So talk about that background and everything else that happens.
Well, yeah, skill development is definitely my passion. I started in this journey with starting a company called Mixers Athletic Group. That's my actual basketball training company, LLC, and that's what Keyshawn was mentioning. So me and him got acclimated while he was at Metro Charter Academy.
Okay.
One of my other kids also went there. Actually, both of my sons went to Metro Charter Academy.
Okay.
So Keyshawn and I have been on this journey since he was about in the 6th grade.
Wow.
So for it to come full circle and me not having an idea that I was going to be getting this job this year, but now we get to finish the journey together. I think, it's a great calling on my life and for his life.
Oh, definitely. I love all that. It's funny, you probably didn't catch it. I'm going to put it on my sports psychology hat. When you talked about going full circle, your face lit up a little bit more because it's the thought of, who would have thought that when you were with that kid in middle school, being passionate about what you do, the time was going to come when you're going to be his high school coach.
And that's unfathomable. It's like a dream come true, and I'm still pinching myself every day because it was like I'm ready to take on this role as the head sports performance trainer. I'm ready to learn from Coach Baker and Coach Risnick and Coach Alexander. Even though BA is like more behind the scenes, he's like a huge mentor as far as preparing me day after day, week after week, just getting ready, preparing to be the coach that I need to be for these kids as far as in the basketball culture as well as the Rouge community culture.
Yeah, and it's two different things. It's two different things. I said it jokingly earlier. I know that this community, whether it's at the football games or here packing out this gym, travel's big. They're very committed. And you named some great individuals who've led the way. Talk about putting your head down and doing the work and opportunities opening up compared to people who almost politic, do the most to try to get an opportunity. That made you laugh, right?
Yes. Yes. DC and BA, DC being our superintendent.
Yep, Dr. Derek Coleman, that's my guy, no doubt.
BA, he's our Black Santa.
Right.
He's
Carr Alexander.
Yeah, so he's the special assistant to DC and to me. And it's been, like I said, a dream come true because I had no, what do they call it? I had no idea.
Yeah, basically. No idea, no inkling, wasn't even on that.
So yeah, just to touch on that, like I said, I was getting prepared to do my duties as best as possible to continue to develop their skills as well as give them the game and assistant. A supportive sense.
Yeah.
Because I was just ready to be a sponge.
Yeah.
Not only am I ready to work, but I was just ready to be a sponge. I wanted to soak up as much as I could from Coach Baker. But just having to hurry up and go from that transition to the spot that I'm in now, which is what they say, you move 18 inches over, right? From that assistant seat to the head seat. And now you realize everything that falls at your feet. It's just a responsibility change that I've had to get acclimated to. But I don't think it's that much of an acclimation change because I played for Mark White at Renaissance.
Shout out to Mark White.
I was a coach on the floor back then. Played for Coach Jay Smith at Central Michigan University.
Yep.
I was a coach on the floor back then. Played for Dave Greer at Wayne State University.
Shout out to Coach Greer and Coach Smith,
And they all said the same thing about me, you know, being a coach on the floor, being a natural leader, taking the point guard position seriously through my whole career. And I think that that's what kind of prepared me and made sure that I have a level head and the confidence and also the persistence to be able to get the job done here.
Man, you said some great things. You talk about the people that you work with, and it's probably going to be easy to just, you know, hit speed dial and talk to somebody to get support. So now when we get to this point where, you know, pretty soon when the season kicks off, I mean, it's just about here, we're starting November up now, how do you think you can identify your team as far as what kind of character, what kind of personality, or just how the team is going to look, or is it just too early to say right now?
No, it's definitely not too early.
Okay. So you clear about that, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Like I said, we got character culture.
One of the different parts of your coaching that you deal with.
And I think that makes us different. I don't think it's a lot of programs in the high school range that really focus on college prep. And when I say college prep, I mean in the sense of the scholastic needs that you have to meet when you get there.
Oh, you mean just because I'm a good hooper, I can't just say I'm a, finesse the situation?
Oh, man, they got to understand it. And we've been forcing the message home with their progress reports as well as the character culture.
So it's accountability right there.
Accountability.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's the main thing that we've been getting on them about is their accountability understanding, their responsibility understanding. So we also put partners with them. So now you understand that if you mess up, your accountability partner also has messed up with you.
Oh, wow.
So you're not only responsible for yourself, but your accountability partner is holding you responsible. And, you know, I think it's really, really helping the climate overall because we got a young team. We don't have any seniors.
No seniors?
No seniors. We're junior.
Wow.
We're junior and sophomore heavy.
Wow.
And we got a pretty decent freshman core as well. So the future is bright. But if you know anything about River Rouge, they don't care about the future.
You're talking about right now.
They're talking about right now.
Right now.
And I don't mind that because I want to win right now.
Right.
I remember being a freshman at Renaissance. I was so crazy. You know, I thought that we were supposed to win the city championship that year. We were supposed to win the state championship that year. And, you know, Coach White had to really help me understand and fall in love with the process that it takes to become a champion. So now I find myself being a coach that remembers what type of knucklehead I was when I first, started smelling myself and thought I had what it takes to dominate varsity as a freshman. So now I look at these kids and I realize that they don't really understand what it takes to dominate. Yes, you are talented. Yes, you are gifted.
How are you defining dominate?
I've defined dominant based on the teams we play. It's really that simple, right?
Yeah.
So the barometer is the top teams in the state.
Okay.
So we've played Brother Rice. We've played North Farmington. We've played Orchard Lake St. Mary's. We've played UAD. We've played Renaissance. Our play is indicative of the way that we prepare. Our play is indicative of the way that we practice. Same thing.
Yeah.
Not only on the basketball court, but who we are each day, daily, just walking around the school.
Oh, because, you know, cutting up in them hallways can spill over to what's going on the court.
That's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens. And as a result, you begin to think that the things that you get away with, right, like while you're, all right, so I finished my work. It only took me 25 minutes. So I asked my teacher, can I go hang out in the hallway for the rest of the time?
Yeah.
But then when you're in the hallway, you're running into the security guards. You're running into the dean of students. You're running into other kids who might not be doing the same thing that you're doing, but you're going to be guilty by association. So why even take that chance to put that stigma over you, right?
Do you have to wrestle with them to understand that just the issue with youth that they just
it's youth.
They don't really just get it?
It's youth.
Yeah.
Because I mean, think about it. It's adolescence, right? Just remember when you were young. That's what I try to do the most.
And then you and I both, we didn't have our phone to go to and the social media popping and the likes and all the views and all that stuff too, along with that.
It's 10 times worse now. You know, I could imagine. You know what? I can't really imagine, because I did some things back in the day to be very proud of, right? But it wasn't glorified in the sense of reels.
Yeah. Oh,
you know, clips.
It didn't go viral.
Highlight. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, your people down south. Yeah, I saw what you did.
Oh yeah. You know, I saw the little video. You know, Mama the family got the recording, right? But not the world.
Not the world.
Not the world.
Right.
It's different when the world can get it. You know, so now the kids, they shoot a shot and they looking for the camera. You know what I'm saying? Did you catch that? I'm holding my follow through. I ain't gonna get back on defense yet, because I want you to see this. You know what I mean? So that's the type of stuff that you got to combat with. And then you just got to help them sort of have the resolve to understand what's really important. And I think we're doing a good job as a staff, especially as a young staff.
Sure.
Because I have to remind them, I'm short, right? And I look kind of fairly young still. So you might mistake me as your peer. But I have a 14-year-old daughter.
Yeah, because when
I have
you started
an 11-year-old son, and you guys, I'm closer to being your dad than you know.
Because when you said you was playing the Renaissance for Mark White, I already did the math right then. You know what I'm saying?
Long ago, but not that long ago.
Well, long enough to say, put some respect on my name and what's out here, but also saying I'm young enough to be able to relate to what's going on out here.
Definitely.
Yeah. Coach, I'm beyond impressed, but that's no surprise. I'm sure that when they were making a decision to bring somebody in to fill the shoes, they were going to go for a high caliber person with yourself. With the time that we have, anybody you want to shout out to? Any last comments you want to have for us before we let you go?
I think we kind of already did it. Shouts out to DC, our superintendent. He's fabulous. Bakari Alexander's fabulous. Garland Mans is also here. Shout out to Coach Petway for the football team.
Shout out to Coach Petway. Just sat down with him last week.
Yeah, he's been a huge help in just getting me acclimated to the Rouge sports culture. Shout out to Duran Speedy Walker and the family organization.
Yep, shout out to Speedy.
He helped to groom me for these type of moments to, be prepared, not only for the players, but for the parents.
We didn't hit on it again. The passionate parents.
The passionate parents. Yeah, that's key. The passionate parents. Because coming from a program like the family, where you're dealing with a bunch of high tier players who expect to go Division I or overseas or even play professionally, you kind of get an idea of just how it is to understand what a parent feels like when they feel like their child is special. Right. So to come from that and already have an understanding once you get here, because they feel like their child is special.
Oh yeah. And it's a small community, so they're able to focus on it. Well, my goal is to come see you guys, support you guys, come spend some more time in the gym with you in the coming weeks, just to see you go through your process, and just let the world know that the success is not going to stop at River Rouge.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Or at least the pressure of it, right? Because now I got to fulfill it.
Yeah. But I think your pedigree, your mindset, and your support is going to allow you to do that.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for the belief.
No, the belief is true. With that being said, this is Lindsey Hustle with SPS over at River Rouge High School. We'll talk to you guys really soon. Peace.